Welcome back to the channel, everyone. It's great to see you guys back here for another video. Today, we're diving into some simple yet effective tips and tricks that can save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime. These aren't some crazy get-rich-quick schemes, but rather practical strategies that have worked for me and countless others. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge you need to start making serious moves with your money. So, if you're ready to stop living paycheck to paycheck and start building real wealth, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's dive right in. Alright, let's kick things off with the foundation of any solid financial plan: budgeting. Think of a budget like a roadmap for your money. It helps you track where your hard-earned cash is going each month, so you can identify areas where you might be overspending and start making adjustments. You'd be surprised how much money you can save just by cutting back on things like unnecessary subscriptions, eating out too often, or those impulse Amazon purchases. Now, creating a budget doesn't have to be complicated. You can use a simple spreadsheet, a budgeting app, or even just a pen and paper. Start by listing out all your sources of income and then track all your expenses for a month. Once you have a clear picture of your cash flow, you can set realistic spending limits for different categories like housing, transportation, groceries, and entertainment. And here's the key: stick to your budget like your financial future depends on it, because it kind of does. Now let's talk about investing, because simply saving your money under your mattress won't cut it in today's world. The name of the game is putting your money to work for you, and that's where investing comes in. Even small amounts invested consistently over time can grow into a significant nest egg thanks to the magic of compound interest. Think of it like this: the earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. Even if you can only afford to invest a small amount each month, it will add up over time, especially if you're consistently investing in assets like stocks, bonds, or real estate that have historically outpaced inflation. Don't fall into the trap of trying to time the market or chase after the latest hot stock tip. Instead, focus on building a diversified portfolio that aligns with your risk tolerance and financial goals. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Alright, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic: compound interest. This is how you make your money work for you, even while you sleep. So, what exactly is compound interest? In a nutshell, it's the concept of earning interest on your interest. It's like a snowball effect for your money. As you earn interest on your initial investment, that interest gets added to your principal, and then you earn interest on that larger amount, and so on. Over time, this compounding effect can lead to exponential growth. Let me give you an example. Let's say you invest $10,000 in an index fund that earns an average annual return of 7%. After the first year, you'd earn $700 in interest. Now imagine this compounding effect happening year after year for decades. That's how ordinary people become millionaires, folks. Now let's talk about another key ingredient to building wealth: living below your means. Living below your means doesn't mean you have to live like a pauper. It simply means spending less than you earn and making conscious choices about where your money goes. Instead of trying to keep up with the Joneses, focus on spending your money on things that truly bring you joy and align with your values. Every dollar you save by living below your means is a dollar you can invest. A dollar that can start working for you and growing exponentially thanks to the magic of compound interest. Remember, it's not about deprivation. It's about being mindful of your spending and making choices that align with your long-term financial goals. Alright, let's talk about something that no one likes to think about, but that everyone needs to be prepared for: emergencies. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected expenses can pop up at any time. Whether it's a medical bill, a car repair, or a job loss. That's where an emergency fund comes in. An emergency fund is essentially a financial safety net that can help you weather those unexpected storms without derailing your financial progress. So, how much should you have in your emergency fund? A good rule of thumb is to have 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses saved up. Now I know what you're thinking. Graham, where am I supposed to find all this extra money to save for an emergency fund? Trust me, I get it. But even if you can only afford to save a small amount each month, it will add up over time. Start by setting a realistic savings goal, and then look for ways to cut back on your expenses or increase your income. Remember, an emergency fund is like insurance for your financial well-being. Okay, let's be real. Nobody likes paying more taxes than they have to, right? The good news is, there are completely legal and ethical ways to reduce your tax liability and keep more of your hard-earned money in your own pocket. Now before we dive in, I want to be clear. I'm not a tax professional and this is not financial advice, alright? It's always a good idea to consult with a qualified tax advisor to discuss your specific situation and make sure you're taking advantage of all the deductions and credits you're eligible for. One of the easiest ways to reduce your taxable income is to max out your retirement contributions. Whether it's a 401k, a traditional IRA, a Roth IRA, or a combination of these accounts. Contributing to these accounts allows you to reduce your taxable income in the present and potentially grow your money tax-free for retirement. Another strategy is to take advantage of tax deductions and credits that you may be eligible for. For example, if you're a homeowner, you can deduct mortgage interest and property taxes on your federal income taxes. The key is to be proactive and educate yourself about the different tax breaks available to you. Alright, let's talk about a simple yet effective way to save money on everyday expenses: buying in bulk. Think about it this way. When you buy in bulk, you're essentially buying at wholesale prices. You're cutting out the middleman and getting a lower price per unit. Plus, you'll save yourself multiple trips to the store, which can save you time, money on gas, and even reduce those impulse purchases. Now, before you go out and buy a year's supply of mayonnaise, it's important to be strategic about your bulk buying. First, make sure you have enough storage space for the items you're buying. Second, focus on non-perishable items that you know you'll use before they expire. This includes things like canned goods, pasta, rice, beans, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, and even frozen foods. And finally, don't be afraid to shop around and compare prices. Alright, let's talk about something that's often overlooked but is absolutely crucial for your financial well-being: your credit score. Your credit score is essentially a numerical representation of your credit worthiness. It tells lenders how risky it is to lend you money based on your past borrowing and repayment history. A good credit score is like having a financial superpower. It can unlock lower interest rates on loans, better credit card rewards, and even lower insurance premiums. On the other hand, a poor credit score can make it more difficult and expensive to borrow money, rent an apartment, or even get a job. So, how can you build and maintain good credit? It's all about practicing responsible credit habits. This includes paying your bills on time and keeping your credit utilization low. By following these simple tips, you can build and maintain good credit, which can save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime in interest payments and fees. Alright, let's talk about a skill that can save you thousands of dollars over your lifetime: negotiation. Now I know what you're thinking. Graham, I'm not a natural negotiator. I hate haggling. Trust me, I used to feel the same way, but the truth is, negotiation is a skill that can be learned and practiced, and the more you do it, the easier it becomes. The key is to approach negotiation with the right mindset. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, and be prepared to walk away if you're not getting a fair deal. Remember, the worst that can happen is, they say no. So, what are some things you can negotiate? Pretty much anything. From your salary and benefits to your rent or mortgage payments to your car insurance rates to the price of that new TV you've been eyeing. Do your research. Before you enter any negotiation, know your worth and what others are paying for similar products or services. Be confident and assertive. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, and be clear about your expectations. Alright, let's talk about the most important investment you can make: investing in yourself. In today's rapidly changing world, continuous learning and self-improvement are no longer optional. They're essential for staying ahead of the curve and achieving your full potential. The more you learn and grow, the more valuable you become, both personally and professionally. This can lead to higher earning potential, greater job security, and more fulfilling career opportunities. So, how can you invest in yourself? There are countless ways. You can take courses or workshops to learn new skills, attend industry conferences to network with other professionals, read books and articles to stay up to date on the latest trends, or even hire a coach or mentor to help you achieve your goals. The key is to make learning a lifelong habit. Remember, the more you invest in yourself, the greater the returns you'll reap in all areas of your life. And there you have it. 10 simple yet effective tips that can help you save millions of dollars over your lifetime. Remember, building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, effort, and consistency. But the most important step is to just get started. Start small, take action, and celebrate your progress along the way. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more money-saving advice. See you in the next video.